Maria had just moved to a new country. She was excited, but also scared. Everything was different. The people, the food, and especially the language. She had studied English before, but listening to real conversations was harder than she expected. One morning, she went to the local market to buy bread. The shopkeeper said something quickly. Maria smiled nervously. "Sorry?" she asked. The shopkeeper repeated the words, but she still didn't understand. Embarrassed, she pointed to the bread and gave him money. Back home, Maria felt frustrated. Why is listening so hard? She thought. She could read and write in English, but understanding people was difficult. She decided to do something about it. She found a podcast called Easy English Stories. The speaker talked slowly and clearly. Maria listened every morning. At first, she didn't understand everything, but she kept going. Every day, she understood a little more. She started writing down new words. She repeated them aloud. She listened to the same episode twice. Slowly, her ears became used to the sounds of English. After 1 week, she went back to the market. This time, she understood the shopkeeper. "Would you like a bag?" he asked. Maria smiled and answered, "Yes. Please." It was a small moment, but it felt like a big win. Maria continued her ESL listening practice every day. She didn't just listen. She focused. She turned off distractions. She listened with a notebook in hand. She noticed that some words were repeated often. Actually. Maybe. Because. These became familiar. She also started using subtitles when watching English videos. It helped her connect spoken words with written ones. One day, she watched a short English story without subtitles. She understood almost everything. While she whispered, I'm really learning. Her confidence grew. She started talking to her neighbors. She asked questions like, how are you? And, where are you from? People responded kindly. Even if she didn't understand everything. She smiled and listened. At home. She repeated their answers quietly. She also listened to her favorite English song. Looking up the lyrics. Music helped her learn the rhythm of the language. Maria also joined an online ESL group. They practiced listening and speaking together. They played games like Guess the Word and shared short stories. She realized she was not alone. Many people had the same struggles. Listening became easier. English stopped sounding like noise. It started to make sense. Maria's ESL teacher gave the class a challenge. Have a real conversation in English and record it. Maria felt nervous. What if she made mistakes? She asked her new friend Lucy to help. Lucy agreed. They met at a coffee shop. Maria brought her phone and a list of questions. Do you like living here? Maria asked. Yes. Lucy replied. I love the parks and the people. Maria smiled and continued. What do you do on weekends? As they talked, Maria recorded their voices. She made mistakes but didn't stop. Lucy corrected her gently. After the conversation, Maria listened to the recording 3 times. She noticed new words and expressions. She also noticed how she sounded. Not perfect, but clear. This became her new method. Talk. Record. Listen. Loan. Every week. She did the same. She learned to hear stress and intonation in English. She practiced repeating sentences to sound more natural. Her confidence improved. And she spoke faster and more fluently. Maria now believed that listening was not just about hearing. It was about understanding patterns, sounds, and meanings. A few months later, Maria's ESL class had a listening test. It was her biggest challenge yet. The test had conversations, questions, and fast speakers. She took a deep breath and listened carefully. The first part was easy. Greetings and simple questions. She answered quickly. The second part was harder. A woman spoke fast about her job. Maria focused on key words like office, manager, and weekend. She guessed the answers by context. The final part had no subtitles. Maria had to listen and choose the correct response. She remembered her practice sessions and repeated phrases in her head. After the test, she felt unsure. But when the results came, she was surprised. She got one of the highest scores in the class. Her teacher smiled. Maria, your listening has improved so much. Maria beamed. She had turned her weakness into strength. All those hours of practice had paid off. She felt proud. Not just because of the grade, but because she didn't give up. Maria's journey inspired others. New students in her ESL class often asked her for advice. She shared her favorite listening tools. Slow podcasts, English songs, and real conversations. She told them, start small. Listen every day. Repeat what you hear. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. She even made short recordings of simple conversations to help beginners. She spoke slowly and clearly. Welcome to our English world, she would say in each recording. Maria also helped organize listening games at her language center. People came together to play, laugh, and learn. She remembered how hard it was in the beginning. The fear, the confusion. Now, she was confident and fluent. And more importantly, she was helping others take their first steps. English listening was no longer scary. It was a path to connection. Vocabulary highlights. Shopkeeper. A person who owns or works in a small store. Frustrated. Feeling upset because something is hard. Podcast. Audio recording available online. Subtitles. Written words that show what people say. Intonation. The rise and fall of the voice in speaking. Confidence. Belief in your ability. Challenge. A task that tests your skills. Conversation. Talking between people. Context. The situation around a word or sentence. Inspired. Motivated by someone's example.